Hey guys, my name is Matimo, and today I wanted to have some fun, and so I decided to take up the seemingly impossible challenge of killing my enemies with the scan bolts. You might be thinking, why is it seemingly impossible? Well, the scan bolt was a very interesting contraption back in Battlefield 3. The way it worked is that, well, first of all, its main function, the reason why you would want to use it normally, is that if you fired this at a wall, anything that was around the detonation point, or where it landed, they would be spotted on your minimap. It was a really cool contraption. The way that I'm going to be using it, though, is, of course, to kill my enemies, and the reason why it's seemingly impossible is that it only does 10 damage per shot. This wouldn't be a problem if it had an amazing rounds per minute. If I was able to fling 1,000 scan bolts down range instantaneously, of course this wouldn't be a challenge whatsoever, but because it has like a 5 or 6 second reload time, being able to kill someone from 100% to 0 is impossible. If they sat on a med bag, I would not be able to do enough damage to kill them. The reload time is that long, and the reason why this challenge is as ridiculous as it is. And so the way that I had to work around this challenge, and hopefully you guys have been able to figure it out at this point, is that I had to employ the help of a bolt action rifle. This is where things get interesting. Not only do I need to be consistent with my scan bolt shot, like if I miss, I'm basically screwed because I have to go through that 5-second reload animation, but I also need to aim at the appropriate spot on the enemy's body if I want to do enough damage, not enough damage to kill them, but enough damage where I put them in that 10 health threshold. This is where things get tricky. So if an enemy is really close to me, let's say within about 20 meters, then I need to aim for about their pelvic or feet region. If I hit their upper chest, they're gonna die. That's one of the best things about the bolt action rifles back in Battlefield 3. No goddamn defensive field upgrade. And so if you hit them in the upper chest, they are going to drop from 100% to 0. As soon as they start to go a little bit farther than that 20 meters though, that's when I need to hit them in like the abdomen or the upper chest, especially for those extreme shots. And so it was this really interesting dynamic of, first of all, deciding where I should shoot at the enemy. I had to make those split-second decisions of, should I shoot at his feet? Is he far enough away where I can hit him in the upper chest? And then, if I'm lucky enough to, first of all, just land the bolt action shot to begin with, then switch on over to the scan bolt, and then get lucky enough with that bad boy to finish him off with that solid, consistent 10 damage. The entire process was just ridiculous. And so I think the reason why I love this challenge as much as I did is that it relied heavily on my skill. It wasn't really down to dumb luck. I mean, there was some circumstances where a oblivious enemy made it easier, but if I was on my game, I was successful in getting and securing these kills. A lot of the challenges that you recommend really do come down to dumb luck. Either I need to come across an enemy who is just staring at a wall, has no idea what's going on, or I need to be able to fling whatever challenge it is downrange and hopefully, cross my fingers, get a kill with it. That's not really the case here. I needed to line up my shots with the bolt action rifle, I needed to know where to shoot at them, hit the shot, and then rely on my accuracy with the scan bolt to finally finish them off. The entire process, while yes ridiculous, is incredibly satisfying when I was able to make it work. It was a very humiliating way at taking out the enemy. I don't think most people realize that I was killing them with a scan bolt because I'm only assuming that when they see it in the kill cam, they see that I was using the crossbow, so they probably didn't make the connection that I was finishing them off with only 10 damage. But even still, the fact that I knew it made it all the more satisfying. One thing I did want to mention really quickly though, and it doesn't relate to the crossbow at all, is how much I love No Char Canal's TDM back in Battlefield 3. I like the fact that DICE is bringing it back on the new Dragon Valley that we're going to be getting in, I think, the winter patch, but I don't know if they've done a very good job with it. Like, at least for me, and this might just be simply because I have a lot of nostalgia, and I've been playing on it for hundreds of hours back in the day, but the No Char Canal's TDM version in Battlefield 3 is far superior to what we have right now in Battlefield 4. And so I don't know if it's just simply because they're trying to improve upon the formula. I don't know if they're just trying to make it better. That's the reason why they've made the map larger on the Dragon Valley version. Maybe that's why they're adjusting a couple of the crates. But I think I speak for a lot of people out there that the Battlefield 3 version was almost flawless, except for maybe like the crane and a couple of spawn problems. It was an amazing TDM map. It had a lot of great line of sights, it had some great flanking routes, it had a lot of close and long range combat, and now that they've extended the size of the map and adjusted a few things, it just doesn't play as well as it used to. And so I'm crossing my fingers that DICE is going to be making more adjustments. It is the CTE. Hopefully they're going to be making it more true to form, because I gotta say that I really do prefer the Battlefield 3 version. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's challenge. I hope you enjoyed. As always, if you have a recommendation on what you would like to see next, let me know down below. It can be a loadout with a terrible combination of attachments. It can be a gadget that you would like me to use exclusively. Doesn't matter what it is. If you have some crazy recommendation, let me know that challenge below. But yeah, until tomorrow, have a good one and take it easy.